Hello to my Taurus. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your new moon video. We're still in the new moon phase, but the moon is moving into Pisces, so it's a waxing crescent moon, but technically we are still feeling the effects of the new moon. New moon, new you. That's right. The last cycle is over. You should be focusing on what is new about you in this cycle in terms of your emotions, emotional attachments, what you need to purge, all of those things. A moon in Pisces can cause you to feel emotionally overwhelmed. Just let you know ahead of time. So let's see what's in your cards. Let us see what's in your cards, Taurus. Let us see what's in your cards. This is a general reading, so take only what resonates with you. If you're interested in a personal reading, you know how to reach me. You know how to reach me, Taurus. All right, I see love coming across somebody's path, right? So something is definitely coming to save. Well, let me just say this. Here we have the Knight of Cups, right? So when we think of night energy, we think about it could be somebody who has Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, in your birth chart. Here we have the Page of Wands. Here we also have the Eight of Swords. Here we also have the Two of Swords and also the Ten of Swords. Two types of situations in particular, both in your personal and your professional life. Somebody has been gravely overthinking about, like still just kind of sort of mourning some things. Giving a lot of head and heart at war, being with each other and trying to decide, how to end something, how to move on from something. And here we have the High Priestess energy, right? So you see this dark and light pillar here. I want you to just sit down. You're an earth sign. Earth signs deal with the physical existence of things. And this is how you're learning how to save yourself. Sit down and write out this last cycle when we're talking about emotions. Did you feel nurtured, protected, secure, and appreciated? If the answer is no, pull out your sword and go ahead unapologetically and just go ahead and cut ties. Because the more and more somebody gives all this extra thought to something instead of moving on, you're waiting for somebody to cuss you out, say something that's going to offend you. You're waiting for something else to happen. And so Source is saying, don't even waste your time anymore. Time is money. And somebody's continuing to give somebody some power, giving power. I'm waiting for something to happen. You don't need to wait on another human being to end something. Just end it. Just end it. It's you. It's your universe. That's it right there. Here we have the King of Pentacles. This is the wealthiest card in the deck. I keep seeing this card coming out, but I also see a lot of overthinking going on. Somebody is causing themselves a drought in your water by, here we have the Judgment card, right? So something is definitely over. You may have felt like people were harshly judging, your family, or harshly judging, how you were raised, or some of the things that you may have gone through with your loved ones. But Source is saying it's two types of energy. Source is saying, hey, look, take the blindfolds off. Whoever it is, Taurus, they're not your judge, jury, and executioner. I mean, okay, let's keep it on the throne. Here we have the Devil card. Here we have the Temperance card. Here we also have the King of Cups, the Page of Cups. Here we also have the Five of Swords and also the Four of Swords. I'm trying to help somebody. Somebody feel like they have an angel on one shoulder and a devil on another. Source is saying to you, your spirit versus your flesh, right? All in one space right here on earth. Source is saying, yeah, your flesh may be telling you something, but your spirit, it's always best to go with spirit. Source is saying to you, here we have five and Four of Swords. Again, further letting you know, okay, it's time for you to end something. It's time for you to end something. We're talking about the Nine of Swords here. It's time to end the nightmare. The more somebody keeps talking about something, the more somebody's complaining about two types of situations, and I should have moved on a long time ago, and I don't feel appreciated, and I don't feel this. The more you're giving life to something. Source is saying, just end it. Just end it. Here we have the Page of Cups. You are definitely heavy on somebody's mind from your past that you would not go back to. But Source is saying, good for you. That's a start. You won't go back to them. Okay, that's a good start. You're not going back to them, right? Somebody is saying, I wouldn't go back to somebody if I saw, or two types of situations. Even if I saw a pig fly through the sky. Well, there's the pig with wings right there. See the pig with wings? It's so cute with the wings. You're not going backwards, right? Somebody's eyes are like ceiling eyes. I'm just looking up in the sky like, right? That's a good thing. That's a great start, right? But Source is saying, let's take it to the next level, right? This is where you pull out the sword of truth and say, I need to cut ties with thinking about it. I know somebody's like, okay, so all this overthinking right here, somebody may be saying, well, I can't stop thinking about it. It's just coming up. It's because of the moon phases. It is because of the moon phases. That's it. So I just want you to get in your humanitarian bag. Like, how could you use How can you use these experiences that you may have had with people who say things or do things that cut deep, that could have traumatized you? Can you write a book about it without putting people's names in it? Can you write a song about it? And I'm speaking more of your ruling planet Venus. What can you do that's going to make you feel better? Because something is over and somebody is having mixed feelings about something. And Source is trying to tell you to move on, trying to help somebody to move on from something. Something is over and somebody's just having some mixed feelings about it. They're like, I'm not really sure how to move on from this. But the best thing for you to do is to protect your energy, Taurus. That's the best thing for you to do, is to really go into protecting yourself. Just be gentle with yourself, being productive. Here we have affirmations for productivity. So I focus on projects aligned with my long-term goals. I move away from disturbances. I walk toward focus. I summon my attention to all that is crucial to my success. I take breaks to avoid burnout. I am grateful for my work. I release tension. I allow my mind to move into a state of flow. So whoever it is where you feel like you got mixed emotions about something because maybe you feel like somebody judged you, their energy is still pulling on you. So you may want to check around your house and see if you got anything that connects you to them emotionally. I mean, is people still talking about them? Or do you still have pictures of you all? Do you still have text messages, emails? Anything that would connect you to these energies where it's making it harder for you to pull out that sort of truth and say, and then go take get some fresh air. Because every time somebody think about somebody or two types of energies in particular, you just start thinking about how much pain you were in, just how miserable somebody was. That's go take a walk worthy, like go get some fresh air outside worthy of that. So Five of Swords, Death card, the Lover's card, the Ace of Cups, the Chariot card, and the Fool card, right? So you definitely, Source is actually rewarding you for moving on from something. So the reward is coming from Source and nothing else. Some kind of Lover's card coming out, some kind of partnership in business and or in love. That's why Source is saying get out the house. Get some fresh air so you can be around some other different types of energies so that you don't feel like, okay, I feel foolish. I feel like this and I should have known this and such. Go get some fresh air. That's what that's how you're going to meet your person. That's how you're going to meet your person in business or meet your person and in love, right? But also protect your emotions. Just protect your emotions. Here we also have the Five of Swords, because the more you sit around and think about how many times you've been hurt, how you felt like people were playing games, and how you may have felt like you were played for a fool. Source is saying, listen, the more you keep giving, the worse the situation will be. It's almost like a person has dried up their money, drying up their creativity, drying up all these things. And it'll cause somebody to pour back into something because it's just so much air hitting it, all this overthinking. So it's just saying, get outside and get some fresh air. Get outside and get some fresh air. So yeah, Source wants you to start focusing on the rebirth side of some things, not the death side. That's staying in that mourning space. Right here we have 1111. I am awakening. The universe is arranging people and experiences in your path to help you succeed and helping you to wake up to who you truly are. That's right, helping you to wake up to who you truly are, Taurus. So I know you all are going to move on from something. I definitely know you're going to move on from something. Like I said, some kind of business situation or friendships or love interest. Something somebody's going to move on from. So affirmations for stress. So I release what I cannot control. I release tension in my body. I relax my jaw and I clench my teeth. I allow my shoulders to be heavy. I breathe in gratitude and I exhale pressure. Stress is temporary. I welcome stress-free days into my life. I am counting my blessings. Great things are happening to me. Because they are. Yep. Somebody just needs to move on from something and just recognize at a higher frequency exactly what you deserve is coming your way, whether it's in business and or in love or friendships or whatever it is that you want. The Source is really trying to help somebody learn how to close out cycles in agape love. In agape love. So somebody got to get outside to meet some people. Yep. Somebody has not been completely honest. Somebody was not completely honest. So, yeah. Okay, this is on the bottom. It's time to release the burden. Okay, it's time to release the burden. So whoever wasn't completely honest, so it's just saying it's time for you to get some rest. it's time for you to move on. You know, this is somebody that I feel like you love somebody. Two types of situations, and I'm talking about agape love. I'm talking about well, maybe I don't know. Maybe it's erotic love. You know, somewhere. It could have been friendship. It could have been platonic. It's different types of love, but you definitely wasn't a fool. People evolve every single day. As you're evolving every single day, maybe that'll help somebody to say, I need to heal from this. You don't have to forgive people right away. At least start with forgiving yourself. Forgiving is so much of your energy. At least start with that. Maybe one day you'll say, okay, I find it in my space to forgive them when I start seeing how much time it takes up for unforgiveness. But that's okay. Like I said, something is over. It could be a Scorpio involved. It could be a Gemini involved. Or you could have felt like somebody was a twin flame. You know, it could be a Cancer somewhere involved. Yeah, somebody could have those signs in their zodiac. Sagittarius could somewhere be involved. It could be a Capricorn somewhere in the midst somewhere. But you could also have all of those zodiac signs in your birth chart as well. So just so we're crystal clear. But yeah, there's definitely some energies where you feel like, you know, didn't give you a chance to process all the hurt that you've gone through, Taurus. And it's time for you to start saying to yourself, okay, I may not have seen it. I mean, like really being honest with yourself. I may not have seen it because I was in so much pain from so many other things. You know, we got 2 and 8 right here is 10. You got 10 of swords here, and then 5 and 5 is 10, obviously. And then obviously you got 4. Source is saying, just get your rest. Something is over. You've gone through enough pain in your life, it just in general. Heartbreak, deep disappointment, loss of loved ones, trying to process those thoughts. Just a whole lot of stuff. But Source is saying the sooner somebody can go to Source in prayer and ask Source, what was the purpose of all of this? That's when you know, okay, what was the purpose of all of this pain? I'm trying to find the purpose, my purpose in this planet, in the pain that I've gone through. What was all of that for? That's when somebody will say, okay, that's when you're opening yourself up to this awakening. I was supposed to use this for something, possibly in music, possibly in some kind of artistic way, maybe in comedy, maybe in maybe you're a musician, maybe you're a singer, maybe you're a painter, whatever it is, something is going to make somebody better. It's just like now that it's increasing someone's expression, you know, and that's what Source is saying, you know. It's just a lot going on in the cards here. This is where Source is saying to you, I'm rewarding you for moving on from some things. You definitely wasn't a fool. Nobody played you for a fool. Source is saying somebody has learned that when you get to a point in situations where you feel like the cons outweigh the pros, then it's time for you to move on and don't get stuck there, right? You can end something at any time and start your own rebirth. You don't have to, you know, you all are very patient signs, so you don't have to stay in anything. So that's what I have for you, Taurus. I feel like that's what I have for you, and I'll see you on Motivational Monday. Bye.